A little slice of paradise. Clarence T.C. Ching Athletics Complex in Honolulu. Saturday afternoons, the perfect setting for a game like this. It's the North Dakota State Bison and the Hawaii Rainbow Warriors. Reese Davis along with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer will hear from Holly Rowe in a bit down on the sideline. North Dakota State lined up and ready to kick it away to get this thing started. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. They're trying to slow that rush down with the draw. Forges ahead, picks up about 3 to the 29.
That's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Holds and fires complete to the right. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
In college football, you see this a ton now. You use a quick passing game, basically as the running game. Get a few yards, get your offense ahead of the sticks, keeps it on pace for success.
It'll be 3rd and short from their own 33. Trying to pick it up on the ground. Got a little grass.
And that's frustrating, and that's a frustrating sign for this defense early, man. You want to set the tone physically up front, and 3rd down and short, and you're nowhere to be found. And they easily get that first down, gaining some momentum and really establishing the line of scrimmage.
The Rainbow Warriors will snap it on 1st and 10. The option, the keeper. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
Lost 1 on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Wide receiver comes in motion. They'll run the option. And he'll find enough running room to get it just short of midfield at the 49.
It's a veteran defense. They've seen option before. They were prepared to see it in this game, and you're seeing it on that play right there. Everybody doing a great job with assignment football, staying in their gaps, accounting for anyone who can have the football. They were ready for the pitch guy that time, and they're able to make a quick stop.
Plows through the defense. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the first down. And so on their opening drive of the game, they want to stay on the field, and the offense will go for it on 4th down. Here comes the option. They make the stop, but not before. He gets enough to convert on 4th down, and rolling the dice pays off.
Well, I love the variety in the run game you're seeing from this offense. It's not just going to be conventional handoffs. Won't just be the quarterback, but he's making good decisions. Pitching at that time, that's the right read, and it's not a huge explosive home run type play, but it is enough to help them pick up the first down.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in second and short, not a good job by this defense.
6-yard pickup on first down leaves them with 2nd and 4. Trying to pound their way forward, he picks up a couple to the 31.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Motion from the wideout. On the option. He'll try to get to the marker himself. There's a crease. Headed to the end zone. Touchdown, Rainbow Warriors! This crowd absolutely loving it as he rolled into the end zone.
Well, the gamble by the head coach early in the game really pays off. Remember, they went for it on fourth down to stay on the field. They wanted to be aggressive, and now they get to pay it off, scoring a touchdown. Really nice job. It's always a massive gamble as a head coach taking those risks, but when you've got an offense like this, that really wasn't that tough of a decision.
And I think defensively, that kind of takes the wind out of your sails. Like, you get so excited. You force the fourth down, maybe a punt, maybe a field goal, whatever it is. I'm going to get off the field, and then they get it. And they finish with this drive together. You're right. Circle that fourth down. That was a big one.
He'll start the return inside his 5. Tackled and brought down right at the 20-yard line. Good coverage there. Running inside. It's Scott. He is not afraid to use that stiff arm as a weapon as he bangs his way to the 28th. Got 8 on first down, now looking at a 2nd and 2. Keep it on the ground. They went right back to him, and this time the defense was all over him. Nothing to show for that run.
And a lot of times the fit up front, linebackers are fitting holes and that ball bounces and it's supposed to go somewhere. And sometimes it goes to a DB and the offense will get a W.
Breaks into the open. And they'll pick up the first down and mark it at the 47. Following that run, we have a player who is shaken up. That is the senior running back who's slow to get up. Holly will keep an eye on things on the sideline for us. The offense will put it in play from the 47 on 1st and 10. Handoff from the shotgun. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
Defensively, you live by the blitz and you die by the blitz. That time, they dialed it up into the run play, and the linebacker able to make a nice tackle.
Lost 1 on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Eli Holstein to throw. Fires to the wideout. He's got an open man. Really putting together a threat now. They get the first. It's at the 37.
It's a nice job running the in route there by the receiver, and the best thing he did after he made his break, he didn't trail and fade away. He actually attacked the football. That's a good lesson for young receivers out there watching.
Underheat, he gets rid of it. That pressure got to him, and he just had to chuck it out of bounds.
And that pressure got to him quick. I mean, you talk about you want your quarterback to feel comfortable. Man, he didn't have time to feel comfortable. He didn't have time to get his feet set and get in the ground. This offensive line's got to do a better job.
What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? From the gun, running back on the move. It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun on 3rd down, Holstein unloads to the wideout. That was almost picked off, and what a disaster that would have been to throw a pick on the opening drive. Instead, it's 4th down.
I think for the quarterback, he's going to have to be so good with his eyes in this game. You're going up against one of the best defenses in the country. You've got to look guys off, especially when you're trying to throw to your primary target like he was on that last one.
So now on comes the field goal unit. Dead center perfect. That'll bring him to within 4.
Well, that kid just showed off his hammer for a leg, 50 plus, and he did it with ease.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Hawaii has it back as they send the offense onto the field. Off to a good start here and back to work now with a 7-3 lead. He got a little antsy at the line of scrimmage and they'll move him back. So the decision has been made and the coach will take the penalty. Just a little too eager there and they'll back up 5 and it's 1st and 15. Motion from the wide receiver. From the gun, the running back looking for room. And the defense snows him under after a very short gain.
You got to love the physicality up front by the defense there, allowing only a minimal gain. These are big bodies on the D-line. They eat up blocks, allow the linebackers to run free and make stops.
Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. He might want another play. To the air on 2nd down. Lost one deep down the right side. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. He's knocked down, but what a play to come up with the interception.
Sometimes the quarterback puts that zip on it, and you can hear it, and sometimes he uses the lob wedge where it takes a little time to get there. That time, he used the lob wedge, and the defender came in and made the interception. Big play for this defense early.
This drive will get started from the 37-yard line. Holstein. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on 1st down. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. They go play action with Holstein. This time it's complete. Stopped at the 47 after a 10-yard gain. Here comes the offense on 1st and 10 from the 47. Looking downfield, it's Holstein. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on 1st down. 2nd down coming.
The big tight end tries to make a catch, and you could tell he extends for the ball, but great job by the defender getting in there, making the hit, dislodging the football out at the same time as he's going to catch it, and the big tight end couldn't hold on to it.
Wide open downfield. They get him on the ground at the 37, but give him 15 yards on that chunk play, and they'll move the chains. From inside the 40 at the 37, it's 1st down. Throwing, Holstein. Plucks it out of the air. Nice gain on that play, but leaves it a little short of the 1st down.
A nice job by the QB there, timing out that drag throw. It's zone coverage, so he's got to make sure he gets it to his receiver in a window to allow him to catch the ball and then turn it upfield.
They'll keep it on the ground. There to make the tackle, and that's how we'll wrap up this 1st period. Guys, it is Hawaii who will carry the lead to the quarter break. And after that 1st quarter, let's see if these guys can get back in the game in the 2nd. They flipped into the field, and we're ready to play. So they'll go back to work after changing into the field. Looking to throw on 1st down. Back open in the middle. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
An 8-yard pickup on the 1st down completion, now 2nd and 2. Here's Holstein to throw. Tight end finds a soft spot. The stop is made, but this offense is threatening 1st and goal from the 9. So close to cashing it in for this offense. They'll dial up the run on 1st and goal. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
Now, you want to be a great run defense, your DBs have to be great tacklers. And I love the way he comes up, sees the run. I know he makes the money in the back end covering passes, but when you got a guy that can fly up and make tackles, man, does your defense go to a different level.
He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here.
After getting stopped on that second down, don't be surprised if the offense hands it off to him again here at the goal line on third.
They'd really rather not have to settle for 3. It's 3rd and goal from the 6. And the Heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17.
Man, this has been a struggle for this offense, protecting their quarterback. It's priorities mission number 1, right? Every single game you go into. Last week, I think a lot of the reason they lost was because they gave up so many sacks and hits on their quarterback.
They'll try to get something out of this drive and kick the field goal here on 4th down. And this one is perfect. That brings them to within 1.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
On the run from inside his own 5. He's tackled, brought down right at the 25-yard line on the return. Lining up in the Wildcat. Let's see what they have dialed up for this one. Gets the back moving. Snap to the back. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. The RPO, it's complete. Oh, he's got some space. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a 1st down at the 43. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. They'll move the tight end. They'll move the wide receiver. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage.
Got to give the defense credit. Watching film, anticipating. They knew that this offense had this play in their back pocket. They knew about the speed of this wide receiver and different ways they were going to try to get him involved. Everybody on defense on the same page, playing together. I love it.
Now trying to keep this drive alive on 3rd and long from the 45. Off the RPO, fire right, trying to convert. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a 1st down.
One of the things I love about this defense is they just have such great awareness, and they're always communicating. They understood the down and distance. They knew exactly what they needed to do to make the tackle to force the punt. That is so well done.
Needs it to keep this drive alive. And he will not get there. How about this defense stopping that run short?
And that's exactly where you want one of your best football players, right in the middle of your defense. And watch that dude hunt, man. 4th down, and he flies up, finds the football, makes the big play for this defense. He's the guy who they talk to in the headset, and he's the guy who just made the big play.
Solid pickup of 4 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 6. Back to the ground with the running back. And he stopped right there. No gain on the play.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Just too much of a rush, and down goes the quarterback just behind the midfield stripe at the 49. They bring the punter onto the field now. Getting our first look of the afternoon at the punter. Solid punt, headed toward the sideline, trying to make it tough to return. go back to work on offense. There have been a couple of missed opportunities for these offenses in the last couple of drives, Jesse.
And I think for this offense here, it'd be nice to hit an explosive play, be aggressive, and really pay off your defense's effort that last drive.
And instead of having to move the ball down the field consistently and then getting stopped on fourth downs, you're right. Create some of those explosives. Take those deep shots. Make those big plays.
Now on first down from the 43-yard line. Leaves it with the back. And just wedges it ahead a bit before he's brought down.
And I think offense is showing they are willing to run the football even if they don't get big gains. Just those body blows that can sometimes wear out a defense and keep the balance on offense so I can be explosive.
And he's able to bounce off one tackle, but still not a whole lot of running room.
Man, a nice second effort by the back to break a tackle. But how about those defensive backs willing to come up, stick their face in the fan, and make a tackle?
Those are the best run defenses too, right? It's not just D linemen and linebackers getting all the plays, but it's DBs that are willing to not just cover, but tackle backs in the open field.
They'll run the option. Keeps it himself. They make the stop about 4 yards short of the first down. They'll take this lead to the 2-minute timeout and see if they can tack on a little more before the break.
That's got to hurt if you're the offense, because you're thinking with this quarterback and his size and his athleticism, that's going to be an easy first down pickup on the option play. But how about the physicality up front by this defense, stuffing him at the line of scrimmage?
Boy, they had a chance to track that thing down, but it bounces into the end zone for a touchback. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. Eli Holstein to throw. It's complete on the right side. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short game there. Well, he comes up with the reception, but not a lot of room to run after that.
Yeah, and I like the QB doing this. I mean, I'm going to find ways to give him the football and see if he can make a miss. And I'm going to bet most of the time that my guy is a little bit more athletic than that defensive guy. Defense won this battle, but I like trying to get this guy the ball in space.
Makes the stop at the 32, but he picks up 10 on that play.
And offensively, I love running these drag routes. I mean, these are the routes that, whether it's zone, whether it's man, they're so successful. It's just about seeing what the defense is doing and getting it to him in open space. Nice job. The wide receiver has some space.
There he goes. Hits the slide, got the first down with his feet.
You know, QBs want to make those big plays. They want to put up the big stats. But when nothing's there, sometimes you just tuck the ball, get a minimal gain. I like the slide, by the way, too. Get down and don't take a big hit.
Fires to the tight end. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup.
Well, this tight end, he's got size and he's got some athleticism, and he's very difficult to cover one-on-one. Defense is going to have their hands full with him today.
Almost a D lineman's dream, but he couldn't hang on. It'll be third down.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Gets it down to the 33. They pick up the first down. Got to use their time wisely. Now the offense wants to make sure everything's straightened out, and they call their first timeout. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. Again, Holstein. Looking down the middle. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. And he's brought down after a nice game. Timeout taken by the offense. It's their second. And they'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this first half. Running out of time here in the first half, they're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Holstein. Here's a heat. Just gets rid of it before the heat.
Well, the offensive line has got to give him at least a little bit of time to survey the field. He had no chance that time, getting hit almost immediately after he got the ball.
Plenty of work to do here on second and long. Dropping back, it's Holstein. Stopped at the 13-yard line as they try to turn this into points. They get the timeout called here, and probably just enough time for one more snap to put up points before the half. Kick is good. The offense has 3 points to show for the drive. And guys, after the field goal, now they have the lead. Halftime as both teams head into the locker room. We're looking forward to a terrific second half, but before that, let's check in with Kevin Connors.
Man, notable storylines all across the sport today. So let's roll up our sleeves and get you updated here in Week 6. Let's start with Texas, taking on the #1 team, the Oklahoma Sooners.
And the returner goes down.
And it's the Longhorns, with one of the biggest wins in program history, taking down the #1 team in the country.
North Dakota State sends the offense out ready to get things rolling on this drive. And points have been hard to come by in this one. They'll try to put together a drive. Pushed his way ahead. Really good run to get it out to the 20, a pickup of 5.
Definitely been tough sledding for this guy, especially in the first half. They gave him the ball a bunch, but they just don't have a ton of yards on the ground to show for it at this point. That looked like a pretty good run, though. You just wonder maybe in the second half, if they keep giving him the football, it may start paying some dividends.
Building momentum, picking up a chunk of yardage, moving the chains out to the 34. First down, 10 yards to go. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Play fake, Holstein. Grabbed over the middle. It's Myers. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the first down marker.
I know it's something we take for granted, guys, but the Q did a great job there with the play-action fake. He really took his time and sold it. And that's what froze the linebackers in the second level of the defense to help make that completion a whole lot easier.
On 3rd and short, they'll try to pick it up on the ground here. That'll be enough for the first down as they stop him at the 43-yard line.
This is going to be a big key for him, David, with the lead here in the second half, running the football, right? Staying on the field and bleeding the clock.
Yeah, run the football. You're ahead. You can be a little bit more conservative. But again, this opens up the pass. This keeps everything in balance for this offense.
He works his way inside the 30 down to the 29 and picks up a first down.
And that's a nice job by this offense. They got to find a way to continue to string good plays together. They've had a few, but they haven't put 3, 4, 5, 6 together, putting a drive like this together. Now, let's go pay this thing off and punch it in the end zone.
Looking for his man. Working on the right. They're able to keep him out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 2 after the big play in the passing game.
And this play takes a little bit of time to develop. When you're running a wheel, you get the matchup you want. This offense identifies it. They see it right away. Good protection up front.
And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, North Dakota State.
I love running backs that have a nose for the goal line, understand how to get there, finish strong into the end zone, know I get 6, and then go celebrate with your boys.
He'll try to tack on one more. The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead. So a drive there of 85 yards and finish the deal with the short touchdown run from the 2. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Hawaii offense returns to the field. So this second half didn't exactly start the way they had hoped on defense, and now the offense will try to... Turning it on! Makes it past the marker. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line.
And a great job by the offensive line. If you're going to run the ball right at the middle, you better control the line of scrimmage. You can see the center, the guard, the tackles doing a good job getting on their guys just enough where this running back can get into space and make the big gain.
And they'll stop him after a minimal pickup.
And these RPOs always put the defense in a bind. But listen, you give up the run, they get a short little gain, no harm, no foul.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Creates a little space, maybe a crease. They drop him at the 47-yard line, but he'll have plenty to move the sticks. And the Rainbow Warriors with the 1st and 10. This defensive front just ran free in the backfield. He'll lose 3.
That's such a great physical play by the defense because this is one of the bigger, more physical running backs you'll see in the country, and we're used to seeing him push the pile the other direction. Not that time. It's the big guys up front on defense getting penetration, and they're sending him back for a tackle for loss.
Wants to fire on 2nd down. And the defense picks up a sack, getting the quarterback down at the 44.
All right, that's one the offensive line has got to be able to communicate and pick up. When that inside linebacker comes running through the A gap or the B gap, those O-linemen, they've got to work together, and they've got to pass guys off to one another to make sure they pick him up.
He tosses one high and deep down the left side. And trying to put points on the board on 3rd down. Now they're staring at 4th down. The Rainbow Warriors send out the punt unit.
And you got to expect this offense to go for it again here on 4th down, right? Obviously trailing, we're in the 2nd half, but we saw them try to go for it on 4th down early. Didn't have any success. They've got to dial up a better play here.
You'd think they would have had a good chance to down that one deep, but the bounce carries it into the end zone for the touchback. North Dakota State sends the offense out, ready to get things rolling on this drive. Last drive went for 6. We'll see if they can do it again. Holstein on the play fake. Just missed on the connection, incomplete.
Well, he didn't have a whole lot of time to get rid of that one. The defense was all over him right after the snap. No wonder that thing fell incomplete.
So now it's 2nd and long. From the gun, the running back has it. Running hard and getting 6 yards out to the 26.
Man, it's nice when you can depend on your big boys up front to make a lane, and you get 5 or 6 yards. You get 5 or 6 yards a pop. You move the ball down the field easily, and more importantly, can get this defense to be more aggressive, to bring DBs close to the line of scrimmage, and then that might open up some big plays down the field.
He hits the slide, and he's got enough to convert that 3rd down.
And usually when a QB takes off and scrambles, it's because the defense didn't do a great job keeping lane integrity, not keeping him in the pocket, letting him get outside, and then he can...
Maybe some room here. Picks up the 1st down. And he found plenty of running room on that one before the defense was finally able to get him down.
And it's going to be interesting to watch this defense, man, because obviously when you're trailing, and offenses can sometimes get conservative. That's 2 runs back-to-back. Do they get more aggressive and try to bring more guys near the line of scrimmage, not let them waste time, and try to get their offense the football back?
They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play. Lost 1 on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Throwing, Holstein. Fires to the wideout. Got a man in the middle. They are on the move down to the 32, and they pick up another 1st down.
It's a nice play call there. You've got 2-possession lead. You're trying to keep the defense guessing, right? Because you've got that lead, they know you're going to run it, but you still have got to be able to sprinkle in some shot plays and some vertical throws. That was really, really good thinking on that last play call by the offense.
Now he's got it all the way down to the 21-yard line, and they are threatening on 1st down.
This guy's gotten off to a good statistical start, guys, but that last completion, he's already now over 1,000 passing yards on the season, and man, you know he's looking for more.
They try to pop a run on the draw. They'll give him maybe one on the play. It's down to the 20.
The defense wins that one, and the offensive line was challenged by their coaching staff coming into this game to try and get push up front and establish the line of scrimmage. They're going to have to do a better job running than that if they're going to win this one.
He's got it again. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. One more period to go to see who can make the winning plays and come home with the victory. With the break, they had a little extra time to dial something up for this third down play. From the gun on third down, Holstein throws to the tight end. Complete to the right. The tackle is made, but he's got it first and goal from the 6.
And at some point for the defense, I'm just thinking, hey, man, like, it's got to be somebody else. I mean, the big tight end has made play after play after play today. And we know if it gets close in the fourth quarter, they're going to look his way, so the defense really needs to have a plan.
He just kept those big, powerful thighs churning, but he'll be knocked down at the 1. Looking for just one more yard. It's second and goal. Tries again to get it in. And he's in! Touchdown, North Dakota State! Boy, do they need that score. Gave them a little cushion as they try to put a stop to this two-game slide.
And that's a really nice drive by this offense. They didn't get too conservative. They put the drive together. Now, the biggest thing for me, now the other team has to score 2 touchdowns. And that's the goal you want. You always want to make it as hard as possible.
Looking, trying to escape, cannot. The sack thwarts the 2-point try.
Number 77 set to kick this one away.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Hawaii will get things going as their offense makes its way onto the field. They'll run the RPO and throw it right. Try to hit him with a quick game on first down, and nothing doing there. And the Rainbow Warriors trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Hard-hitting tackle. Facing a third and long. Wide receiver going in motion. The option look. Pulls it and runs it again. Got enough for the first. Nice job to keep it himself, find the first down marker, and move the change for this offense. The Rainbow Warriors will snap it on 1st and 10. They'll move the chains after he gets it to the 43-yard line. Lining up in the Wildcat, let's see what they've got. They'll send the back in motion. Snap to the back. Wildcat look didn't get much. Picked up a few on that one.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground. Take away that run game. Make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Quarterback may change this route. After run, now throw. Takes a hit as he fires. Incomplete thanks to the great defensive pressure there that sort of threw them out of rhythm.
And the defense at this point understands that the offense is going to have to try to throw the football, all right? They already got a lead, so they're now pinning their ears back and getting after this guy, trying to get him to the ground.
Got quite a ways to go to keep this drive going. It's third down from the 45. Wide receiver comes in motion. He ended up losing yardage on the play, and that'll bring up 4th down.
That's a great job executing up front by the defense. They looked like they were ready for that play. And
Hold on a minute. The offense still out there going for it in their own territory. On 4th down, looking to pass. Under fire. He'll pull it down and run. He's not going to make it, and what a big stop for this defense, and they might be able to put this thing away.
What a big stop for this defense in the second half. Around midfield, you can set your offense up for success right here on this drive by getting that big 4th down stop.
They go play action with Holstein. Finds his man. It's Myers. Really good surge for this offense. They move the chains, and he's got it at the 34.
And if it ain't broke, don't fix it, right? This is what got this team in this position to win this game. Aggressive offense, taking shots. Here we are in the 4th quarter. They've got the lead. Why stop now?
They've got a 1st and 10 at the 34. The Rainbow Warriors call timeout. That's their first. They still have a couple of timeouts to work with in this final quarter. Just inside the 35, 1st and 10 from the 34. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. Finding some room. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a 1st down.
And I think as a running back, if you're this guy, you're licking your chops right now. This is what you want, right? You've got a big lead in the 4th quarter, and you're smiling because you know you are going to get the rock. They're going to force feed you the football to try and ice this game, and he's paying him off right now. That's a really nice run.
And I go back to him again, too, man. I mean, just the big play, the play before, and they say, why not? Try it again, get it to their running back, try to create some space. Better job by the defense being gap sound, coming downhill, not letting him break tackles and make a big play.
Got his man on the right. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion.
Now, you've seen the evolution of these slot receivers. They're just matchup nightmares. They're hard to get your hand on. A lot of times, they're off the football. You can't jam them. These guys are so productive, and offenses really feature their best players most time in those slot positions.
He's there to make the stop, but not before. He sets up this offense 1st and goal from the 7. Defense is backed up. Shadow of the goalpost trying to defend their own end zone. Here's Holstein to throw. Buys a little time with his feet. Trying to scramble his way free, but that defense does a great job, and there's no gain on the play.
And I really like the decision by the quarterback there. And listen, it's early in the downs. Like, don't force it. Don't make a turnover. He tucks it, get what you can get, and then live to play the next down. I like that execution by the QB.
Touchdown, North Dakota State. And the beatdown has ensued. As they push that lead out, a really good opportunity to get back in the win column.
This guy just has a nose for the end zone, and you love his ability to find creases, use his speed in the open field, and go score. He's been really good for his offense early this year. That already his 5th rushing touchdown on the season.
And they add the extra point to finish the drive. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Rainbow Warriors offense comes out ready to go on the attack. We'll see if that failed 4th down in their own end last time, David, sort of curbed some of the aggressiveness.
Well, you hear about it all the time in football. Go for it. Be aggressive. The problem is when you get stopped, sometimes it puts you in a hole. And, Jesse, now the offense has to come out and respond.
They were real disappointed not getting that 1st down. You can see it on the sideline. So let's just see if that's kind of galvanized them a little bit here to go make a statement and get some points.
And the Rainbow Warriors can really attack on this 2nd and short. The draw draws nothing except a swarm of tacklers. He's stopped immediately. Let's see what call they have on 3rd and long from the 28. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down.
Yeah, and I like the quarterback's quick decision-making, puts it on the ground, decides to take it himself, goes, gets the necessary yardage, first down.
And they'll wrestle him to the ground after a short gain.
And this defense is more than happy with the offense running the football. They've done a great job today. I mean, they've really made this offense work so hard, earn everything they've gotten, and that's why this lead is ballooned like it has.
Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. They'll run play action. And they wanted it all on that incomplete pass. Instead, they're looking at 3rd down.
One of the biggest reasons today why this offense is losing in the game is they haven't been able to get it going throwing the football. This guy still has not thrown a touchdown pass. They thought coming into this game they were going to have tons of success throwing it, but you got to give the defense credit. They watched.
Picked off. What a play to set him up. There he goes down the right side. Touchdown, North Dakota State. What a play. Not only the interception, but the great return for the score. No midseason doldrums for these guys as they push out the lead in Week 6.
And this has been the story of the game. Everything going their way. Offensively, special teams, and now on defense here in the 4th quarter. They're still being aggressive. They're still jumping these throws. And he picked that thing off and took it all the way to the house.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. They'll put this one in play, first snap of the drive from the 25. Keeps it and gets past the chains. And he's brought down after a huge completion.
You could tell he saw that grass open up, and he was not handing that football off. He was taking it himself. His eyes got enormous, chewed up the big play. Nice big chunk play for this offense.
One big play can really flip the script of a drive. It's 1st and 10 from just outside the 30. Using his feet. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Yeah, and this offense, man, it's been a struggle bus. And they haven't clicked yet. They haven't found what they're really, really good at. And I'll tell you this, it's later, it's in the 4th quarter, later in the game, obviously. They need to start airing this thing out. We got to get back in this football game because I don't know if y'all realize this, but we're down by a lot.
Well, I think the offense at this point now, they're just trying to limit the damage. They want to get out of here and move on, turn the page to the next game because things just have not been going their way, throwing or running the football.
He stopped at the 27-yard line, needed a little bit more to pick up that first down, and now they have a decision to make.